Hello everybody, this is Dapper E Vegan. Welcome back. So today I thought I'd do a video on our 2-year anniversary of going vegan. I've always said that I've got 3 reasons of going vegan. Number 1 is for my health. Okay, number 1 is for my health. You can't do anything else if you don't have good health. Number 1 is for the health. Number 2 is for the environment. The environment is at a critical point. It is at a critical point. Climate change is rapidly getting worse, and our environment it seems to be crumbling right in front of us. So the environment, and also the treatment of animals and treatment of human beings, because human beings are also suffering under this animal food based diet that we have in this world. Human beings are suffering from infections, diseases, exploitations, all kinds of stuff like that. However, the other very important benefit to going vegan. So there's a website called, I have some numbers here, some numbers here. There's a website called thevegancalculator.com, okay? Or you can just Google vegan calculator, and you just put in how long you've been vegan, and it will calculate a number of factors. So it calculates how much water you save. When you go vegan, you save a lot of water. You calculate how much grains you've saved, how much forests, or how many forests you've saved, how much CO2 you've eliminated, and how many lives, of course, you've saved. Okay, and you notice I didn't say animal lives, because animal lives are lives. Animal lives are lives. Okay, I mean, you wouldn't want your dog to be killed the way some of these animals in the animal agriculture industry are being killed. You wouldn't want anything like that to happen to your dog or your cat. There's some of these animals, the pigs are smarter than your pets, your usual pets. So it's just everybody's perspectives and everybody's idea of what I guess what animal deserves life and doesn't. But animal lives are lives. So let's start from the top. We've saved 1.6 million gallons. Now I don't remember if this was a combination or if this was individual. That number I do not remember. I don't remember if that was individual or if that's a combination. If it's a combination, you put 4 years. If it's individual, you put 2 years. So I have saved 1.6 million gallons of water. And some people might hear that and think that's crazy. It is not crazy. Here's why. The animals that we eat, the pigs, especially the cows, the chickens, but especially the cows, where we get where the meats are produced from. These animals consume a ridiculous amount of water. They consume ridiculous amount. These are big animals. They require so much water, and they require so much food to be fed, to get fed. They require so much. Okay, so we saved 1.6 million gallons of water and 58 pounds of grains. Now imagine if the land that was used to plant those grains, that is being used to feed those cows, imagine if that land is being used to plant food for people all over the world. We probably wouldn't have a hunger problem in the world. There would be no such thing as a hunger problem. People won't be going hungry in the rest of the world if we use that land that we use to plant all these grains to feed cows. It is such an inefficient way to feed ourselves. So we take a bunch of land, we deforest them again, saving 43,000 pounds of forest. We take a bunch of land, we deforest them, we plant all these grains, we take all these grains, feed them to the cows eat the grains, they drink the water, eat the grains, drink the water, they beef them up real quickly, and then they slaughter them, and then they package them up and send them to grocery stores so that we can eat. That is so inefficient. It's so wasteful. Why don't we use that land to plant grains, veggies, fruits, all kinds of plants
Georgia 402
to feed ourselves? We would use less land to feed ourselves off of plant foods than we would off of animal-based foods. We would use less land. Okay, so again, 1.6 million gallons of water, 58,000 pounds of grains, 43,000 pounds of forest, 29,000 pounds of CO2. So CO2 it's a big contributor to climate change. When you deforest a whole land, okay, when you get rid of the forest, you're getting rid of the protective mechanism for our planet. Basic biology, plants take in CO2, they breathe out oxygen, or they emit oxygen. If you remove those plants, if you remove that forest, the amount of CO2 that the plants can take in and remove from the environment, it reduces. Okay, it reduces. So you've got a system where you're going to be producing more CO2 as a result. You're going to be producing more CO2, and you have these animals, you got the pigs, the cows, especially the cows, that produce something even worse than CO2. They produce methane. They produce methane with their burps and their farts. That is even more toxic to the environment. That is even worse for climate change. And that's a whole nother thing. But the CO2 and the hydrocarbons that the forest saves, right? The forest reduces. And also, when you remove these forests, when you remove these trees, there are old carbons that are trapped in the soil that you are now releasing back into the environment, which also adds to climate change. Okay, so between the CO2s and the methane, you are doing a lot. When you go vegan, you are doing a lot to make an impact, a more positive impact on climate change. It definitely takes a bigger movement to be able to make a significant impact. It would take a lot more people to go plant-based or vegan to make that impact. Individuals can only do so much, but it takes a major policy shift in order for us to see a major improvement. But I mean, looking at these numbers, these numbers are they're amazing. They're incredible numbers. And lastly, the amount of lives saved, 1,460 lives saved. It's, I don't want to be virtue signaling, but this makes me feel really good. It makes me feel really good to save this many lives. I know I'm definitely more kinder to animals, to all kinds of animals now. I'm a lot kinder to a lot more animals now when you go vegan. But just the amount of lives that are, I mean, these animals, they don't want to be in these slaughterhouses. They don't want to be in your backyard, whether you're raising them organically or whatever, you know, in your backyard. They, you know, I've got chickens in my backyard. You know, they have space to walk and breathe. And okay, yeah, but you're still gonna cut their necks off. At the end of the day, you're still gonna cut their necks off. It doesn't matter how you do it, you're killing them. Whether you do it, you know, humanely or inhumanely or however, you know, you're still gonna kill them.
This is Dat the E-Vegan. I'll be putting out more videos and content. So please like, subscribe, and share for more updates. Continue evolving. Peace.